We are back with Meals on Wheels executive chef Neil Enright. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Nikki. How are you today?
Oh, I'm so thrilled
Good.
to have you.
Thank you. We appreciate being here.
Well, as you know, in our first half hour, we told the viewers about the important work that Meals on Wheels does for homebound New Mexicans. And this weekend, or next weekend, I should say, the big fundraiser, Egg-Stravaganza, is coming up. So I want to know what's on the menu.
Well, you know, we've got some great food coming up. We're going to do scrambled eggs. We're going to do hash browns. We've got carne adobada. We've got a creation of mine I call breakfast enchiladas. It's a layered enchilada with eggs and beans and red chili, green chili. It's wonderful.
That sounds
We're
like
going to do
heaven.
blintzes with fruit topping, omelet stations, waffle stations. And as you know, our theme this year is under the big top. So we're breaking out the what are they called?
The peanuts and popcorn?
No. Funnel cakes. We're going to have funnel cakes.
Oh, my favorite. I know it's super greasy, but I don't care. Funnel cake is the best.
They're
you put
the
the
best.
confectioner sugar or the honey.
Yeah, and we're going to have whipped cream, strawberry, all kinds of stuff to put on them, so they'll be wonderful.
So keep it theme-oriented, but keep it breakfast-like. You know, breakfast is one of my favorite meals of the day. I don't often eat breakfast on our show because we're usually
You know what, I don't either because I'm in the kitchen so early in the morning.
Yeah.
I get in there and I get to work, and I'm around food all day, so it's hard for me to eat.
Right.
I do taste everything to make sure it's good, but in terms of sitting down for a meal, I usually don't do that either.
Oh,
so.
we eat all the time on the show. We just don't often get breakfast, so I'm really excited about this treat. And before we get to what you're making, I'm curious, who are some of the guest chefs that are going to be there?
You know what? We got a couple coming up from an organic restaurant down in Los Lunas.
Okay.
We've got the chef from Nick and Jimmy's coming in.
Nice.
Mr. Starts with the Daskalos, that's it.
Okay.
And we've got a couple other lined up. I don't have their names right offhand, but
the best of the best.
Absolutely.
Including
the best that we could find that were available for the weekend, you bet.
Well, okay, so what are you making for us today? I mentioned obviously it's breakfast.
Absolutely. We're gonna make a wild mushroom omelet with some fontina cheese and a little bit of fresh thyme and parsley inside there.
Ooh, that sounds good. All right, so I love making omelets. I know a lot of our viewers probably do too, but I want to watch the master at work. You do. Show me the right way to
You're
make
too
an
kind,
omelet.
call me a master, but we'll do our best.
You're the pro. How about that?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start our pan on a medium heat, get it warmed up a little bit, and then add the oil. What that does when you warm it up and then add the oil second, it keeps the food from sticking as readily. So
don't put the oil on and then put the pan on.
Right, you want to get the pan warmed up just a little bit and then add your oil because that'll help with the food sticking. We're going to swirl the oil to try to get it coated a little bit. We're going to drop in some of our mushrooms, olive oil, and a little bit of canola oil mixed together. What that does is it gives you a little bit of higher smoking point on the olive oil, so you don't, so you can cook at a little bit higher temperature.
Good tip, good tip.
So now our mushrooms are going. We're going to add a little bit of our fresh herbs in here to get those going.
We talked about that this week as well on our show, just how fresh herbs make such a difference.
And just a touch of salt, pepper, and a little garlic powder here.
Oh, garlic powder, that's why it smells so good.
So we'll get these started here.
These wild mushrooms are beautiful.
Yeah, you know, we've got some, Japan is famous for their mushrooms. They tout mushrooms like nobody's business.
Right.
And they use a lot in their cooking. What they like about them is they have great health benefits. I haven't read a whole lot on mushrooms, but I know that eating them there's a lot of different vitamins and minerals that are only found in mushrooms. They're not found in any other vegetables. So they're a great treat to have.
Okay.
So once we got these going a little bit.
Vegetables before the egg.
Absolutely.
This is another thing I've messed up often. Okay.
Well, it depends. You don't necessarily have to saute your vegetables. What that does is it helps soften them up, brings out some of their natural flavors.
No, I like that idea. I'm taking your
But you
tip.
can certainly throw them in raw too.
Okay.
You don't want to throw in onion or garlic raw because it's got a really strong flavor. You want to. What that sauteing is it softens those, but in a mushroom or a bell pepper, it brings out the sweetness, brings out the flavor.
Nice.
So now we've got 2 or 3 eggs. You can, and you can use egg whites, egg beaters, whole eggs, whatever you'd like. So we're going to use 3 whole eggs here to make a nice healthy omelet.
I can't wait to see the proper flip because that's where I always screw it all up.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get our spatula in here and kind of work the eggs a little bit, make sure they're not sticking around the edge.
And a rubber spatula is the best,
High temp rubber spatula. You don't want one of those 50-cent models from the dollar store.
Okay.
They're going to melt in the hot pan. You got to find yourself something that's a high temp, and they do sell those, and those are really readily available in the marketplace. So they're usually colorful, have nice fun handles and things like that. So we're going to let this cook a little bit. We're going to raise the temperature just a little bit so we can get it going.
Okay.
This takes probably 3 to 5 minutes depending.
To make it just right.
We don't want it too loose in the middle because if we flip it and make a mess, we'll get it all over you, we'll get it all over me.
Exactly.
We don't want to see that. You still got some show to do. We don't want you to have to,
we don't want to, we
look
don't want to
messy
wear bibs.
for the next guest. So.
Well, here's the thing. Before we flip it and get to the eating part, I want people to be able to come on out, obviously, to Egg-Stravaganza, as we've talked about. So let's remind our viewers how they can get tickets and come on out and see you and eat all this delicious food for such a good cause.
Right now, you bet. The tickets are available online. They're $12 for adults, Children 4 to 12 are 6, and children under 4 are free.
Wow.
And then at the gate, they're $15 on the day of the event. So you can purchase tickets online all the way up to the day of the event, or you can just show up and come feed your face, you know.
Fantastic, and a very, very affordable way to do so. And when we come back, we'll see how the flip goes.
Sounds great.
We'll let it cook a little bit, and we'll, of course, also get to eat. Don't go away.
Awesome.
Thank you. And Chef Enright is beginning the extravaganza right here on our set this morning. Let's remind everybody what you've made for us today.
We have a wild mushroom omelet with some fontina cheese and some fresh herbs.
Oh, we can't wait to try it. And of course, you'll want to head out to the extravaganza a week from Saturday to benefit Meals on Wheels. We appreciate you being here.
And we appreciate being here. Thank you for all the support and information.
Well, we hope to have you back again. And tomorrow, we hope to have you back again on New Mexico Style. I am so excited for this. We're going to meet 2 Los Lonas sisters who are auditioning for American Idol. You are going to love this story. Don't miss it.
Oh, this is exciting stuff. And we're going to tell you how you can be the next face of Fox as well.
Very exciting. All right, let's go for the eating part.
Please, dig in.
I can only wait so long.
That's right.
Discipline.
Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. And, of course, anything you need to know about today's show, you can go to our website, Costa.com. Have a good one.
Have a good one. We'll see you at 8 o'clock tomorrow. All right, here we go.